Joined here at the World Cup in Denmark by Australia's Raymond Smith. Raymond, how are you?
Very good, mate. Yourself?
Very well, thank you. It's a long journey over here, but what does it mean to be here in Denmark representing Australia?
Yeah, look, probably something I never thought I'd do again. But yeah, my son funded me into it, so yeah, we had another run, and I think I got a little bit of my mojo back. So
it's good to hear. You're going to be back at Lakeside this year. You qualified last year and then were playing in the BBC World Championships, but this year you're going to be back at Lakeside, somewhere you've played before, and it holds fond memories for you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about coming back to play Lakeside?
Yeah, look, if it wasn't for timing, I would have been at Lakeside last year. It's where I prefer to play. I had a good run the year before at the PDC, and don't get me wrong, PDC is where all the players want to be, but I'm a traditionalist. I just love the game. I love playing, but yeah, unfortunately timing didn't work out for me, so I went the other side.
We're going to learn a little bit more about you, or the people watching are going to learn a little bit more about you. So when and why did you start playing darts?
Yeah, I think it was my dad telling me I didn't have a choice. They were short, I had to go and play, so I was like, no, I don't like this nonsense. And then he says, we're going down, we're playing tonight, there's a feed at the club and a few drinks, and it's just like, yeah, I can do that. And then I threw my first comp darts, and that was it, I was done. I was hooked.
So, growing up in Australia might affect your answer to this, but who's your favourite all-time darts player?
All-time dart player? Well, you got to admire what Phil Taylor's done. Like his dedication to the craft, it was something phenomenal. Dennis Priestley's another player for me, that his mental resilience, his fortitude was phenomenal. But yeah, if you ask me who my favourite player is ever, it's always Tony David. He was just... Yeah, you can't come from Australia and do what he did as comfortable as he did it. It was just next level.
And how much of an inspiration for you was that, seeing as you were a younger man, seeing what Tony had done to kind of put Australian darts on the map?
Yeah. Look, I was fortunate that Tony was a Queenslander, and so my first year of playing off my regional, my zone, county, whatever you call it, I got to watch him play, and I just I can't compete with that. I don't think I'd ever compete with that. It was phenomenal. You go and watch Phil Taylor throwing 100 averages, and then you go and watch Tony David. And I remember him slotting bull for a 10-dart league, 3 legs out of 5, I think it was. It was just like, oh, how are you going to compete with this? And then all of a sudden people are talking about you. It was just like, oh, I just went and had a laugh in another country and threw some darts. And next minute, people put your name next to that.
So, from your times over before, what's your favourite memory of Lakeside?
I think it's the opportunity to meld with the people that a lot of people turn up there. And I remember I played my first game, and then it says, oh, can I go out and have a chat with the guys out there that were supporting? They're like, yeah. So I jumped out in the crowd, and I was out in the crowd for the rest of the night. I had a great time. That intimacy with the crowd and all that people, people cheer and people boo and all that sort of stuff. But I remember the game against Mervyn King where everyone was booing me. I want to go out and have a drink with those guys, and have a laugh. But you don't get that opportunity. Whereas Lakeside, it's like that's part of the experience. It's part of the atmosphere. It's part of it's what darts is. It's an opportunity to bring people together and over a common interest.
And what's been the biggest highlight of your career so far?
With my son, I think. I've got 2 boys at the moment, and I've played opens with both of them and tournaments with both of them. I think that's you get away from all of this and all the seriousness of it and all that sort of stuff. That's just about playing with friends and family and playing with my sons. If it wasn't for them, like I said, I didn't think I'd be doing this again. But my son was playing for Queensland at the time. He says, "Dad, I want to play states with you." Yeah, right. Next minute I'm here. But yeah, I just wanted to play with my boy.
And who would you say is your toughest opponent?
Toughest opponent? In Raw. He just finds another gear. He's an absolute animal. Every time I play him, it's just an absolute animal. But Ben's just such a good lad, you know, I love it.
As a dart player, what would you say is your biggest strength and also your biggest weakness?
Biggest strength would be my resilience. You know, I don't get caught up in the superficial stuff. You know, I just want to play darts. I want to enjoy it. So I'm absolutely focused on the game. As opposed to weakness, I'm super lazy. I won't practice. I'll talk about darts all day, but I won't get up on the board or anything.
Perfect. What would be your favourite meal?
My favourite meal. My wife, she cooks an absolute fantastic Malibu chicken.
If you could be any, if you could be any other athlete in the world, who would you want to be?
I'm quite happy being myself. Probably Michael Jordan. I've read a lot of his stuff, and his attitude towards everything is phenomenal. He is. Yeah, if you ever want to learn about mental resilience, that's the guy to go and read up on. He's got everything in spades.
What's the best advice you've received in darts?
You're good enough. Back yourself. You know, play the game for the reasons you want to play.
Tell me something about you that not many other people know.
Something about me that not many people know. I'm secretly funny. I can't swim. There you go. I come from Australia, beaches everywhere. I can't swim.
Just one last thing. Coming to Lakeside in December, there's obviously a crop of Australians coming over this time. You know, yourself, Pete Machin, Kim Mitchell. Does that help, knowing that there's more of you and you're coming together and there's kind of that familial bond with the other Australians?
Yes and no. I get into my own groove, I do my own thing, but it's I'm proper weird. Like it's not about what I'm doing; it's about what I'm doing before. So if I've got something to play for, I play really, really well. Now, if I want something more often, I'll go out and I'll play well to try and achieve it. So yeah, if I've got other Aussies there and we're trying to make our claim on Lakeside, then yeah, it'll definitely help.
And the last one, what is the goal for Lakeside for you this year?
Have as much fun as I can. That's probably my thing for darts in general, just have as much fun as I can.